Hey guys, welcome to episode 21, otherwise known as Canada Week of Two Girls Chirping. I'm Lauren.
I'm Abby.
And today we're talking about Four Nations first and then rounding up the PWHL.
Yes.
Let me see if I remember the names of the teams. The two, I'm talking in particular about the two.
That we're talking
Minnesota
about
Frost?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the other one.
The New York Sirens.
Oh, I was never going to remember that.
Yeah,
My
I didn't
brain
think
blocks
you were
out
going
New
to.
York teams.
There's so many.
No, just the Rangers. Anything that starts with New York, my brain associates with the Rangers, and I'm like, immediately no.
Yeah.
Immediately no. I'm telling you right now, no.
Except for Matt Rimpey.
Except for never.
I brought him up.
Ever.
That's my fault this time.
I'm trying. I don't know that I've ever made it an episode since finding out he exists without. Because I always insult the Rangers.
Yeah.
I don't know how I do it. I always insult the Rangers. I always bring them up, and then I always say, except for Matt Rimpey.
Yeah. He's just like a byproduct.
I was going to say my child, but he's not my child.
He's like,
that's what I was like.
A full adult. How old is he?
No, I think he's like a baby adult.
I thought he was like
He's
22.
an adult in the sense that Will Smith is an adult. I think he's
Will
like
Smith
20.
is not an adult. Will Smith is a child.
No, Macklin Celebrini is a child.
They're
Will Smith
both
is like
children.
a baby adult. Because Will Smith has a driver's license.
Matt
And
Rimpey's
plays older
22.
brother in that friendship. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
He'll be 23 in a couple months.
Shout out to my favorite 22-year-old, Matt Rimpey.
That is
Hope
so
you had a great
weird.
break.
But that's a child.
What do you mean that's a child?
It's a big friendly giant.
He is a big friendly giant.
Except for on the ice, he's a menace.
But like...
And that's his right.
Ovechkin is like a big friendly giant off the ice.
You know who aren't big friendly giants on or off the ice? The Kachuk brothers.
No, definitely not.
Gosh.
I gotta say, as an American, I was rooting for Canada. I started out rooting for Canada because it just like, it was a perfect passing the torch moment for Sidney Crosby. I wanted to see Sidney Crosby win what could potentially be his last Four Nations.
Yeah.
The Nova Scotia line. I was like, let's freaking go. Let's go Canada. And then all the politics that were dragged into it.
Oh my God, Tave McRae's new album is out.
McRae's new album.
Every single song is a hit. Every
single song is an absolute banger. I cannot wait to go see her in Montreal.
Oh
I
knew
it was
gosh,
going to be good,
in
but I
Montreal.
didn't know it was going to be cinema.
In Montreal.
Yes, let's take a moment for the jacket.
Don't worry, I'll give you a view of the back. Oh my goodness, I just destroyed my iPad. Okay, but Four Nations was great. I'm happy with the results. I wanted Team Canada to win. Same. I think we were both in line with that. I wanted Sidney Crosby to win. It's the main thing.
When the Americans booed the Canadian national anthem, I was like, well, now Canada's definitely winning. 100%.
Yeah, it was a good game, though.
And Connor McDavid
with
the championship winning goal. Oh,
Beautiful.
it was a stunner. It's cinema. It's
no notes.
Cinema.
Not a single note. Actually, I really appreciated it.
I went to bed and had the best
clean.
night's rest. I was like, let's freaking go.
Yeah, I slept so hard.
It was the perfect ending.
My ring was actually like, your sleep schedule was abnormal. Well, yeah, girl, because
Yeah, girl, we went into OT.
We went into overtime.
So... and then I had to emotionally calm down from the beauty that was them winning.
Yeah, and then I proceeded to scroll through everybody's reactions.
Oh, the TikToks have gotten me so emotional about it.
Yeah, I loved it. I'm really happy with the results.
I really love that jacket. It's so cute.
Thank you so much. It's Canada Week.
And we've got some of our new pictures up, including our Habs one. And then a Lewis Hamilton.
We've got
another
one
from
coming.
Dubai when he won his 7th.
I don't know if you heard my neck.
You didn't need that neck anyways.
I don't know if you heard that pop. I didn't need that neck. Yeah, that's Lewis Hamilton. I think that is his 7th world championship.
He's doing donuts.
Yeah. At first I thought it was his last race with Mercedes, but the bump is in the
Yeah, it's not.
the front wing, so that's not it.
It's kind of crazy how we became such big Habs players.
You know,
we are not Habs players.
I love an underdog, and they are. I will say they are. The Canes are playing them this week.
Look, Tuesday. I'm always going to root for the Devils, and I'm always going to root for the Canucks. The Habs, I feel like, are a good middle ground for us that we can both root for them.
Yeah.
And obviously the Sharks.
Yeah. Because, like, those are teams that...
I love an underdog.
I don't expect you to win. So, like, it's... When you do, it's great. But when you don't, I'm like, oh, it's okay.
I'm like, it's okay. You did your best. You did your best.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything else Four Nations-wise we need to speak on?
No.
We loved it. It was gorgeous.
We loved it. It was great. No notes.
No notes.
I'm excited for the Olympics.
I'm so hyped for the Olympics. I'm so hyped to see all the teams compete. Oh my God. The other thing I wanted to mention. Brandon Hagel. Brandon Hagel. Absolutely.
With the group
the
chat.
level of pettiness. So for those who don't know, Matthew Tkachuk, the diva that he is, said something basically like...
It was Hagel.
Hagel was like, we don't need a group chat. Hagel, thank you. Hagel. Hagel was like, we don't need a group chat. We're here to play, not for the cameras. And Matthew Tkachuk was like, well, I guess y'all don't like each other since you don't have a group chat. And then when they won, he added in all the players, titled the group champions, and posted it on his Instagram story. And to that, I say, we love a sassy diva.
I actually stand on guard for thee.
Me too.
I think I need to learn the Canadian national anthem because why was it beautiful? It doesn't matter.
We don't need to learn the Canadian anthem unless we move there. We need to learn French before we learn the national anthem.
That's so much more work. Okay.
Let's dive in.
The PWHL.
Yes.
First of all, they had their first fight.
Yes, I saw.
Like, real fight. It was actually really funny. It was between the Boston Fleet and Ottawa Charge were playing. Essentially, a Boston player was shoving an Ottawa Charge player. She went down, and then they got back up, and they were still shoving, and then punches started being thrown. Now, my favorite part, and probably what you have seen, is in the penalty box afterwards, there was another Boston Fleet player in there, and they're basically reenacting, like, showing what they did in the fight. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, that is what I saw.
I saw a video of it with the audio. How do you do it? Do you go left or right? And they're like, oh, I've seen some people do up and down. You know?
Yeah, I do.
But it was great. I enjoyed it. Okay. Let's talk.
Okay. I love to talk.
Minnesota Frost. There are reigning Walter Cup champions. Now, I haven't been doing like motorsport equivalents, but I'm going to give you one for them. Alpine. I specifically said they give Alpine vibes, but like when Alpine signed Esty Bestie's #1 enemy on the grid, it gives off the vibes of how Alpine also kind of pinned them against each other and then gaslit everyone and pretended like that everybody got along and everything was fine. But I didn't believe that, and I don't really believe this.
They pitted them against each other, not pinned.
Is that really? Have I always used that saying wrong?
I don't know.
Okay.
You definitely used it wrong there.
They have the most controversies.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a bitch with a backstory.
Yeah. And I don't like their coach. Well, I feel like he's a problem.
Oh, he?
But we'll start with their general manager, Melissa Caruso. This is her first season as GM of the Frost. She was formerly the AHL Vice President of Hockey Operations and Governess. For 15 years, she worked in the AHL. So she's got some experience with that. Also, that included scheduling games for 31 teams, which seems so stressful.
Oof. So she's very efficient, hopefully.
Yes. And then we've got their coach, Ken Klee. And correct me if I'm wrong, but he seems toxic as hell. Prior to the inaugural season, Charlie Bargraf was announced to be the head coach of the Frost, but then stepped down for family reasons and stepped up, took over a week prior to the season even starting. He played 9 seasons in the NHL for the Capitals, and then kind of for the last 7 seasons of his career bounced around from Toronto, New Jersey, Colorado, the Ducks, the Coyotes, and the Thrashers. So it looked like he was good and then tapered off, spent 7 seasons bouncing around. He's also the former U.S. women's national team head coach and was an assistant coach in the AHL for a while. Prior to becoming coach, he actually interviewed for general manager of the Frost.
Okay.
Which he did end up having for a bit as well. So real quick, they play in the XL Energy Center, which is actually the same arena that the Minnesota Wild use.
Cute.
Both of these teams play in the same arenas as the NHL teams in their cities.
I like that.
I do too. Their inaugural season, in their first game, Grace Zumwinkle recorded a hat trick.
Heck yeah.
In a 3-0 shutout.
Oh.
And Maddie Rooney was the goalie that shut them out. Exactly. I believe that was against Ottawa. They made the playoffs, ranked 4th in the league, so they barely made it in. Upset the number 1 team, as we know.
Yes, we do.
Toronto in 5 games to make the finals, where they beat Boston in a double overtime win for the Cup.
Freaking get it, girls.
Period. They have their team identity.
Who else did that? Was that the Kings or was it the Golden Knights that won their first season?
The Golden Knights. They did that thing.
They sure as heck did.
They did that thing.
They set that bar impossibly high.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So their logo, it's that F that's like an icicle.
I remember. Their colors were like purple.
Purple, lavender, white.
Love lavender.
I actually really like their color scheme.
It's just, why is it purple? Like a Frost is blue.
I want to say all the other women's,
great.
I believe all the other women's sports teams in Minnesota have purple in there.
Is that like their state color?
I don't know. Let me pull up.
Hey Siri.
Their little thing.
What is Minnesota's state color? It's not royal blue with a gold fringe. Interesting. Oh, who am I to judge?
I've got to know now.
Well, while she's looking that up, I'll talk about the F175 live event. What the fiddlesticks? I honestly...
Yeah, what was that?
I have too much... I'm too much of a snob to have watched that. I saw some highlights. All the cars look the same as they always do, except for Alpine. I do like Alpine's new design. Everything else was basically... and they all looked basically the same. Saw a couple good jokes that Jack Whitehall did. Getting Machine Gun Kelly to perform.
Did he actually perform? Because I haven't even seen a clip of his performance.
I haven't seen it, and I am thankful for that every day. I just think that was like an insane event, and I don't like it. I will never watch that. That's just me. It gave Vegas GP vibes. It was just so showy. Ew. And not how I like the sport to be. And I fear actually that they're headed. You let me know whenever you found it.
I found it.
Okay, great. I'll shut up.
Okay. All that I've found, really, because I even Googled after this, in the team identity article that the PWHL posted, that I'll post for both of these teams, the same that I have for all of the others, it just says the primary choice of the colorway was never in question. Minnesota is a state where purple reigns after all. But I don't...
How?
What do you mean?
I mean, pop off Prince with Purple Rain, but like, what do you mean?
Purple Rain.
That song is so good.
Purple
all
Rain.
50 minutes of it.
It is such a long song. Anyways. The F is...
Are you glitching?
Yes. The F is meant to look sharp, quote, the kind that might slice people in half from that article, which is kind of crazy.
She's dangerous. Okay.
The senior VP of hockey ops for the PWHL said that they welcome the cold and winter. It means you get to do what you love, which is where the frost comes from.
Winter is when I thrive.
Honestly, yeah.
An Alabama winter.
Let's talk about some of the controversies that they have had. So, last season, their inaugural GM, Natalie Darwitz, who is a Minnesota hockey legend, she played a lot of professional stuff too, was part of Team USA, all that stuff. Anyways, she was fired at the end of the season, 10 days after they won the Walter Cup.
What'd she do?
Allegedly, there were tensions between her and Ken Klee. Ken Klee actually took over as acting GM until they hired Melissa Caruso.
Interesting.
The team in the league had a thorough... Yeah, the league investigated the team very thoroughly. All the teams in the league got an investigation after the season. And then it was just like, oh, okay, she should just be fired. Like, there wasn't anything... That they
fired her.
It is kind of crazy. They said there wasn't a path forward without a change. I don't know what was going on, but I will say 3 days later, the draft happened.
Fair enough.
Ken Klee was booed when he announced their pick because they drafted Britta Curl-Salami in round 2, who is extremely controversial. She has a history of liking and reposting posts that spoke poorly about the LGBT community and people of color.
Get her out of here.
She did issue a public apology.
I don't give a shit.
And the team also put out a statement of inclusion and everything. I don't know. Also,
we love damage
in the
control.
off season, 3 more coaches were fired, including like assistant coaches and all that. All part of that cup-winning team. Several staff members and players commented anonymously to different media outlets that the team was a toxic environment specifically created by Ken Klee.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
He allegedly fired a bunch of people and allegedly drafted a racist, homophobic.
He didn't allegedly. He did draft.
No, the alleged is she might be racist.
She might be racist and homophobic. Now,
sounds like a great working environment. My dream.
Allegedly, too.
Great.
He favors veteran players that he has worked with prior.
Oh my God.
It has told younger players to stay off the ice and let the veteran players like do their thing.
So you don't know how to coach. You don't know how to develop, and you don't know how to teach.
He also allegedly nicknamed a younger player on the team Dumbo and has made comments about opposing players' race.
Oh, so allegedly he might be a racist too. Oh my God. I would not be able to play for this man. Absolutely not.
No, me neither. That's why I'm like,
who's the other male coach? Is it Boston Fleet? It's not Victoire.
No, Victoire's all women's.
It's not Ottawa.
I'm trying to look it up. It's not Boston. It's not Montreal.
Mm-mm.
Toronto. Troy Ryan.
Troy.
Take
notes. That's not my kin.
Why now I can hardly.
We don't have time to get into that. We've already chatted enough.
Okay, you're so right.
You can do it. Just know that I believe.
Right now. And that's all I really need.
So come on.
Make me strong.
It's time to turn it up. Game
on. Some players.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not doing great this season.
They don't.
I want to say they're not in playoff contention right now.
That sucks for the other players. Can you imagine that's what you get brought into? I feel like, fuck this.
Honestly.
I'll quit this job.
They're ranked 3rd in the league. It's such a tight race right now. Montreal's got 34 points. Mm-hmm. But then Toronto and Minnesota are tied with 29. Boston's at
29? 29?
Boston's at 28. And then Ottawa and the Sirens are within a 2-point Like, it's so tight.
Ugh. Can we fire him?
Yeah.
Can we get him out of here?
He seems toxic. I don't know, but from everything that I've read about him, he seems toxic, and I don't want any part of that.
I can't support them if that's who they have leading the team. Leading is in quotations.
Because
allegedly he's leading.
Here's who's actually leading the team captain, Kendall Coyne Schofield.
Kendall, you have my thoughts and prayers.
Girl, yeah. She is married to former NFL player Michael Schofield. They actually went to the same high school, didn't know each other, ran into each other at a local gym in college, and
it's a gym romance,
and fell in love and are married.
Oh, I know who I'm thinking of. Schofield. I was thinking of Michael Schofield from Prison Break. Sorry, I forgot we were living in reality for a second. My bad.
She's only 5'2".
Me too. 5'2.5".
Period. She went to Northwestern University, got her degree in corporate and organizational communications.
Oh, perfect addition for the team.
Won the Patty Kazmaier, yeah, I said that right. Mm-hmm. Which is the top female college ice hockey player. Her senior year.
Oh my God.
So 2016. So yeah.
2016 she did all that?
Mm-hmm. Her senior year of college.
2016. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not so old. I read that as high school.
No.
Even then, I graduated in 2017, so I don't know why that made me feel old. Anyways.
She won the Bob Allen Women's Player of the Year Award in 2019, which is an award given to American-born players.
We came up with her? Let's go, USA.
We did come up with her.
Yes.
And in the 2019 NHL All-Stars Skills Tournament, so NHL only, she was named the replacement for Nathan MacKinnon for the Fastest Skater Challenge, the first woman to ever compete in the NHL All-Stars Skills Competition.
Wow.
Connor McDavid won.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he do be doing that.
She's played in the Olympics 3 times, winning gold in 2018 and silver in 2014 and 2022. She's been a part of 10 IIHF, which is International Ice Hockey Foundation Federation. World Championships, 6 golds, 4 silvers.
So she's good.
She was also hired by the Blackhawks in 2020 as a player development coach for their AHL team, the Rockford Ice Hogs.
And you know what? I like the Blackhawks.
Yeah. In the
You know what's crazy?
What?
That Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, and Nathan MacKinnon don't play together anymore. Like, how do you just go from...
How are we supposed to go back to normal?
How am I supposed to watch normal hockey?
It's crazy.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? She leads the team in points and goals. She was one of their free agents signed initially. She's also a partial owner of the Chicago Red Stars. So she's from Chicago, if you're sensing a theme here.
Oh, we love homegrown.
She plays in Minnesota.
I don't know states. Chicago's Illinois.
Yes.
My B.
She's partial owner of the Chicago Red Stars, the National Women's Soccer League team in Chicago. Her and her husband started the Kendall and Michael Schofield Family Foundation, which sponsored renovations of a park, renamed a sports complex, all this stuff, and also partners with the Andrew Holmes Foundation to organize...
Your computer is glitching so bad. Okay, we're back.
But their foundation partners with the Andrew Holmes Foundation to organize winter holiday events for Chicago families impacted by gun violence.
Oh, that's sweet.
And they also distribute gun safety locks to help prevent children household gun incidents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those numbers don't be looking too good.
No, they don't. Last season, so she had a baby.
Good for her.
And last season, her husband actually got called back into the NFL and was playing in Detroit. Yeah. So she actually traveled with the baby for away games. Because her whole thing was she wants to, like, show the women that they can do it both.
And you can.
And you can.
If that's what you want, then go for it.
In an article published by Women's Health magazine, they talked all about her having a kid and all this stuff. And she actually played through her first trimester in the PWHPA. Had the baby. She practiced up until she was 31 weeks pregnant. Had the baby, travels with him. She said that I never wanted my son to think he was the reason I would stop playing hockey. I love it.
That's so sweet.
And she's like, we can do both.
We can do both.
We can be mothers and play hockey.
We can have careers and be mothers.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy concept.
And if you have a partner that supports you, let's freaking go.
Yeah. Period. Her husband is now retired, so like he stays home with the baby when she travels.
He better.
Which
pull your weight.
The bare minimum.
The bare minimum. A partnership.
Do you know who Isaac Rochelle is?
Nope.
Him and his wife, he was an NFL player. Him and his wife have like TikTok platforms or whatever. And he's got a whole segment because they recently had a baby. He's got a whole segment that's like, dads don't babysit. Like, they're just dads.
It's your kid. Like, what do you mean babysit?
Literally, that's his whole thing is like, you're just being a father.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually the bare minimum.
You're doing the role that you agreed to do.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
There is hope.
I know.
I want one.
Where do you find these? Okay. Our next player, Taylor Heiss.
That's a cute name.
She's so cute. That second picture.
Get it. She looks like Tate McRae in this outfit. She looks like Tate McRae for real.
She looks like Tate McRae.
Wow. I wish I looked like Tate McRae.
Dude, me too. But she's so adorable. She's also my age.
We love it for the brunettes.
Yeah.
What are you doing? She's a professional athlete.
I'm not.
No, what's her contract? Let's pull it up.
Okay. Her senior year of high school, in just 24 games, might I add, she had 25 assists and 58 goals. In 24 games.
Miss Taylor.
Yes. She won the Minnesota Miss Hockey Award and Player of the Year.
Yes, of course she did.
She also attended the University of Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Had an insane career.
Yeah.
Like, literally insane. She finished with the most games played in program history with 173.
Daggum.
And 227 points.
She said, we don't have off days.
In 2023, she led the NCAA in face-off wins. Do you want to guess how many face-off wins she had?
You said 170-something games?
Mm-hmm.
300?
500.
Dang it! My gut was 585.
539.
Dang, okay.
Ranked second in points and shorthanded goals.
She won Legend.
She won the 2022 Patty Kazmaier Memorial Trophy Awards. There's so many of them. And she was also WCHA Player of the Year and had so many other awards that she won that year as well.
Daggum. Freaking get it.
She's born and raised in the U.S. Thank God.
Really?
We created that too. She did 3 years with the IIHF under 18 program, winning 3 gold medals.
All I can say is as soon as you said she was American born and raised, Freebird started playing in my head immediately.
I saw a video this morning on TikTok, completely unrelated to hockey, but Freebird started, and I heard like the first 3 notes, and I had to close out the app. I was like, I can't do this.
I can't get into this right now.
And she was also a part of the women's program for three. I'm like short circuiting.
Maybe have a sip of coffee.
She spent 3 years with the women's program too. 1 gold, 2 silvers. She won in 2022.
Silver and gold.
2022, she won the best forward, MVP, and the All-Star team. She's that bitch.
She's good.
She was also the first.
We argued she's exceptional.
Yes, the first overall pick in the inaugural PWHL draft.
Yep.
recorded Minnesota's first ever goal, and led the playoffs last season in scoring, winning the...
Take your time with it.
Alana Kloss Player MVP Award.
Heck yeah.
Or Playoff MVP Award.
Taylor, do you mean Miss Hockey?
She actually did.
Shut up.
No, she won that Miss Minnesota Hockey. Minnesota Miss Hockey Award. So, period. Her, team bestie, which I love. Yes. Okay. I love their vibes. Grace Zumwinkle.
Oh!
She's a year younger than her.
We've got a lot of Graces in this. I'm into it.
Yeah, me too. She was a part of the 2016 and 2017 Women's Under 18 Worlds. Won gold on both occasions.
Exactly.
Her and Taylor actually met in college because they both went to the University of Minnesota.
Oh.
Taylor was just a year ahead. Her freshman year, she led the team in scoring with 38 points in 38 games.
38 points in 38 games. Okay.
Yeah, her sophomore year, she had 41 points in 39 games.
Golly.
And including a game November 30th of 2018 versus Yale, where she had
I hate Yale.
Yeah. She had 5 points that game. A hat trick and 2 assists.
Miss Grace, I was not familiar with your game. I apologize.
She had a 45-point season her junior year. Her senior year, she was captain.
Yeah.
She also won the Patty Kazmaier Award. I didn't realize that all 3 of them won it. That's so funny. She was a part of the 2022 Olympics. They won silver. She's also won silver for the IIHF Women's Worlds in 2021 and 2022. Queen. She was drafted also in the inaugural draft by Minnesota. In the first ever Minnesota home game, she scored a hat trick.
Heck yeah.
She was also named Rookie of the Year.
Besties.
Besties.
That's my best friend.
We a real bad bitch, got her own money.
She don't need to know.
Their team motto needs improvement.
Oh, no.
Welcome.
If it's not Burr, it's cold in here. I said there must be some frost in the atmosphere. Then what are we doing?
I said it should have been winter's coming.
Oh, I know no king except the Queen of the North.
Yeah. Their team motto, though, is welcome to the land of 10,000 rinks. It's like, welcome to the land of 1,000 lakes. But I'm like,
lame.
I know. It's really disappointing. Winter's coming would have been so good.
Winter is coming. I have chills.
I thought of that. I thought of that while I was doing my notes.
Petition to change it to winter is coming. Please. Oh my God, it would hit so hard.
Speak now if you object.
Exactly.
Period. And that's the Minnesota Frost. They're controversial.
Fuck Ken. But we love Taylor, and we love Kendall, and we love Grace.
Yeah. I agree.
We love and support you 3. Stay strong in the face of this adversary.
Period.
Never back down, never what?
Never let a man tell you you're not worth anything.
He's just Ken.
He can fuck off and try again. Okay.
Ooh. She's got bars. She's got layers.
Stop.
Who's got that quick brain energy? Abby.
Which is
the jacket. The jacket gives you power. Chicago.
I've literally short-circuited 4 times.
Not me calling it Chicago because I wanted to make a joke.
Chicago.
Thank you. I wanted to make that joke, but then I was like, dadgummit, it's Canadians. Whatever. I said what I said. Yeah. Y'all know I'm a silly goose at this point.
Okay, the New York Sirens also have a male general manager and coach, but they don't give me bad vibes. Their general manager, Pale.
You know all about that.
I do. Pascal Dost. He does. If you told me that this man was a villain in a Tom Cruise movie, I'd believe you.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Zoom out.
Zoom out.
Can't read. He was the assistant coach for the University of Montreal's women's hockey program for 6 seasons, as well as the Les Canadiennes de Montreal, the CWHL team. I hate that. I hate saying that word.
You just need to learn how to say it better.
I know.
Especially if you're trying to learn the Canadian national anthem.
All I know is we stand on guard for thee, and I said,
period.
Yeah, we do.
Never back down, never what?
Never not standing on guard for
That's right. You tell that 11th province to shut up.
15th.
No. The joke from TikTok is all these assholes were like, about to be our 51st state.
Yeah.
And then everyone, after we absolutely got served, was like, wow, South Canada's being real quiet. North Mexico's being really quiet. Gulf of McDavid, 11th province.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They currently have 13 province. So it would be the 4th. I don't know, but yeah, the joke was funny.
TikTok's wrong.
Honestly,
whatever.
The joke was great.
The jokes were hilarious.
The joke was
and
great.
Well deserved.
The man standing outside of the TD Garden with that giant sign was great.
Elaborate on the sign.
The sign was just like, "Welcome to America, Canada's 14th province."
Period.
I
love jokes. We can't be sensitive. If they're being sensitive after saying the shit that they did to Canadians, okay, all right. If you dish it out, you better be able to take it. Because I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was so funny. Mm-hmm. Back to Pascal. He was also general manager of a junior league team from 2016 to 2023. They had a President's Cup run, and he was fired in 2023 after multiple disappointing seasons.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, valid. He was offered a position with the NHL development team, turned that down, and then was pretty soon hired as the general manager of the New York Sirens. So I feel like he probably knew that was coming, and that's why he turned it down.
Yeah, fair enough.
Their current coach is Greg Fargo. He's a former goaltender, and he's got the eyes. Okay. If you know, goaltenders have these eyes. They've all got the same look in their eyes. They've seen things.
They see everything. They might not catch it, but they see it. He's a former goaltender at Elmira College. He had the highest save percentage in school history with a .926. Ooh!
Which is kind of insane.
Greg sees all.
Yeah, Greg sees all.
And Greg we trust.
After graduation, he became head coach of the women's hockey team there from 2008 to 2012. His coaching record was 85-23-5.
That's pretty dang good.
Which is pretty good. He was named the ECAC West Coach of the Year his first season there. He also became a head coach at Colgate University, which I've seen this university on a lot of these notes, and I just think of the toothpaste. I can't not think of the toothpaste. Ugh. He did that from 2012 to 2024. Okay. So for 12 years, which is
that's a long time. Insane.
They won their first regular season title and made the NCAA tournament for the first time in school history under his reign.
Absolutely, yes.
I don't like that I said a reign like that, but it's fine.
Under his leadership?
Yeah, there's a balloon. It's a heart.
Valentine's Day is over.
Do you ever feel like a plastic
Do you believe in life after love?
I'm trying. Anyways, he finished his time at Colgate U with the highest winning percentage in program history.
Daggum, so he's a freaking good coach.
Yeah, he seems like he's a great coach.
He's an effective coach.
Yes. Some things about their history, they play in the Prudential Center, home of the Devils, which...
Isn't it Prudential?
Prudential.
Spell it,
please. Prud.
The last section of our couch is delivering. That's right, my friend. Just drop it off. We'll girl boss it later.
I got it. I wish that y'all could have seen us trying to move our couch.
There was no trying. We did it.
We did it.
Was it the easiest way possible? Definitely not.
So what if I had to take a door off its hinges?
So what if I had to unscrew parts of the couch to get it to fit through the door?
So what if I'm sore in areas I didn't know could get sore today?
Yeah. What about it? We
did it.
And we'll do it again later today.
Yeah, there's one more section. Anyways, I think it's interesting that they play in the Devils arena.
Even they hate the Rangers. Fuck you guys.
I'm like, you have the Rangers and you also have the Islanders, which I will say they split.
Do not get enough love.
Last season, I know.
Yeah.
Last season, they split their home games between UBS, which is the Islanders arena, and Total Mortgage Arena, which is in Connecticut.
That is such a dumb name. Total Mortgage Arena.
Well, it's the company that owns.
I understand.
Okay.
Even Rogers Arena sounds better than that. Even Madison Square Garden sounds better than that. Madison Square Garden is actually a great name.
I just hate the Rangers.
That's fine. We saw Ben Shelton play there and
we did.
Jessica Pegula, so.
Carlos Alcaraz.
Yeah.
You skipped over like one of the majors.
I went in order of how much I love them.
Yeah, that's valid.
Like any good fan.
Period. Okay, Howie Draper.
Ooh.
Was named the initial head coach of the Sirens. He was previously the head coach of University of Alberta. He had to take a leave of absence from that coaching position to coach for the Sirens. They didn't really thrive under him last season. They didn't make the playoffs. God, I was a savage in my notes. They didn't really thrive under him. Down. That's an understatement. Oof. Their record last season...
A moment of silence.
5-4-3-12. So 9 total wins, 15 losses. And then under that note, they missed the playoffs, clearly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
They did.
Bye now.
It's now Greg Fargo.
It's not us, it's you.
Multiple players asked for him to be replaced throughout the season. Anyways, some even said he was toxic.
Oh.
This is actually the episode of Toxic Coaches, apparently. Howie and the team mutually decided to part ways at the end of the season.
Of course they did. And what a coincidence.
And Greg Fargo replaced him. They were eliminated from the playoffs first last season as well. But that actually didn't slow them down. They kind of made it their mission to knock out other teams. They were kind of like, well, if we're not doing it, you don't get to either.
Exactly. If we don't get to go, neither do you.
Which I love. I like that because personally, and this, I'm not a professional athlete, obviously. You didn't have to answer that so quickly.
We struggle to get through a particular 8-minute long deep core Pilates workout.
That one is really hard.
We are not athletes.
That one's really hard.
It is to us. I know Taylor would absolutely destroy me doing that though.
1000%.
All of these players definitely would.
Kendall, yeah. Kendall would like be doing that and changing a diaper and like cooking a 4-course meal
and like organizing.
Like she would be doing all of it, not even out of breath. Mother. Literally. What was I saying? Oh, I'm not a professional athlete.
Yeah.
But if I knew that my team was not making the playoffs, I just know that I would be like, what's the point anymore? So it takes a lot to be like, okay, so we're still just going to do our thing. We're going to actually try to be even better.
You've played games with me before, right?
Yeah.
I have a certain philosophy that if you're not good at it, all you need to do is find the weakest link and bully them until they have a complete breakdown. Normally, crash out, if you will. And if I'm not winning a game, I will do so. I will target one specific person, and I will make it my life's mission to emotionally and psychologically destroy them in that game.
It's very psychological.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little bit about me.
I've been on the receiving end of that for
it feels
24
just
years.
As good as winning. That is not true. I target several people. Never Dad. He's unflappable.
Never Dad. Our father, who's ex-Marine.
Yeah, he can withstand my psychological games.
I think he's
our retired Marine of a dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. Very mentally tough.
Didn't see that one coming.
Yep.
So their team identity, the Sirens.
I can't absolutely make him break as a human being whenever he asks for my assistance with any, like, house chore.
So I am the designated son. I don't like using that term outside of us because you know what I mean by that.
Because it enforces gender roles. You are same brained as him, so you'll understand the same.
We have the same brain. We're both very, like, hands-on people.
Don't read the instructions.
I don't need I don't need them to tell me what to do. I can do it myself.
Period.
Like, I always was a part of the home projects, building stuff. That was always my role.
Engineering academy.
I did engineering.
This girl, like, not won a state competition. You didn't win it, right? You came in second.
I came in second.
And then I went. The, like, accrediting body of the competition was like, you need to patent this.
The U.S. Army told me that.
I'm sorry. Even more extreme. The military told her, a 17-year-old, that her idea was so good she needed to patent it. She has not.
Well, that was like years ago now. I'm sure there's different technology. Plus, a patent is freaking expensive. They told 17-year-old girl that. You think I have 20 grand to throw down for a patent?
You could have just finessed the system and gotten them to pay for it.
I probably could have.
Anyways, she's now an accountant. By choice.
There's a little piece of lore you probably didn't know about me.
Yeah, for real.
You knew the accountant, but the engineering, yeah. Anyways, I don't remember what I was even saying.
I have no idea.
What were we even talking? It doesn't matter. Let's go back to the Sirens. We're kind of... The ADHD is doing its thing for me today. So their team identity, quote, in New York, you've got to be loud to be heard, which I kind of like, which is true. Can verify. And I like the Sirens because if you've ever been to New York, there's always sirens. There's literally always sirens.
Will you say their motto again in a New York accent?
That's not their motto. New York. I don't know a New York accent.
In New York.
The thing is,
you gotta be loud. If you want to be heard.
I think that we probably just offended some New Yorkers. But
I don't care. I always offend someone anyways.
That's fair. But in New York, you got to get loud to get heard. The team was meant to resemble, like, the color scheme because it's orange, teal, and white. But it's not really an orange. It's like an off copper type thing. So the color teal is meant to resemble the oxidized copper of the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
The darker blue outline and the bright orange / yellow in it resembles the taxis in construction running all throughout the night is what they said, which is true. Have you seen their logo?
I saw it initially, and I'm pretty sure it was the one that I said I strongly disliked.
Yeah.
That is such an interesting color scheme. It's definitely a choice.
And like the big blocky letters. It kind of looks like
they copied the Islanders and threw the Sirens on top.
Nah.
Look at the Islanders.
I'm looking it up. No, it doesn't.
Let me see. That's your opinion.
Those look nothing alike.
Do you believe in life after love?
You can't sing your way out of this one.
I can absolutely. That's my opinion.
That's fine. Here's a clip from...
Do they look dead on? No, but they... It's interesting. It's certainly choice.
Okay. Fair.
And that's your right.
That's your right. Their general manager, Pascal, this is a quote from the Identity article from him. In a city where excellence is the standard, being heard isn't enough. Ooh. We're not just here to make noise. We're here to make a difference, embodying the spirit of New York. bold, unique, loud, and relentless in our pursuit of greatness. We don't just want to be heard, we want to be remembered.
I'm not gonna lie, I have chills.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm not gonna lie, I have chills right now.
He kind of ate Ouch. With that one.
That didn't hurt me at all.
He kind of... Yeah, that one was good.
That was good. Where was that energy when we were picking colors?
Yeah. Like, I get the symbolism behind it all. I like their logo. I like the sirens with, like, the additional outlines to look like a siren.
What do their uniforms look like again?
Hang on. I just spelled York, like Yoruch. What the
Where are you from?
I don't know. But I'm not educated, apparently.
Well, our educational system is not that good.
Here's their jerseys. I want this one.
Okay. That certainly looks better than it sounded like it was going to.
But I like how it's got the outlines of, like, sirens echoing, essentially.
What?
I can't put what I'm trying to think into words. Words? Say. Moving on.
Why don't you have another sip of coffee?
I'm out. It's gone.
How? Do you want the rest of mine? Have a little
You've charmed me.
I don't really love these, but I did not want to leave the house to get 7 Brew, and I know you didn't either. Mm-mm. And I was at Trader Joe's at the time, so this is what we get.
So their team captain.
Yes.
Micah Zandy Hart. Picked up prior to the inaugural draft, free agent, all that crap. I feel like I say that all the time. Most of their team captains, I think all of them are that way. She played 2 under 18 events for Team Canada, winning gold in 2014 and silver in 2015, where she was actually captain. She attended Cornell. Huh. Why did you laugh like that?
I don't know.
She was named captain in just her sophomore year at Cornell. A finalist for the ECAC Defenseman of the Year. Her senior year, she recorded 32 points in 31 games, ranked 4th in defenseman nationally for her points per game, and she finished Cornell with 225 blocked shots, the most in school history. Which, that's a lot.
Get a girl. Get a girl.
Yeah. She played for Team Canada in the 2022 Olympics.
Of course.
4 assists in that series with a gold medal to top it off.
Heck yeah.
Joined the Calgary team in the PWHPA. She's the Sirens player rep for the Players Association.
Ah, we love.
Yeah. Then we have Sarah Fillier. She's so cute too.
Oh, she is.
That top picture is from her graduation from Princeton.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ivy Leaguer, huh?
Yeah, girl. You already know it. She grew up playing boys youth hockey.
Exactly.
Before joining the Oakville Junior Hornets in 2014. Does that sound familiar?
Nope.
Well, it should, because Emma Malte actually did the same thing. And they played together for the Oakville Junior Hornets for 2 seasons.
Cute.
Right? Including, sorry, words were really hard.
This is not our best episode.
This is not. The 2016-2017 season, they were champions. She had 50 points that season in 34 games, which is insane.
That's pretty freaking good.
She had 24 goals in those 34 games.
We love.
Which is actually insane. She was named captain for the 2017-18 season.
Mm-hmm.
Tracks.
Yes.
Played college hockey at Princeton, where she majored and graduated with a degree in psychology.
Oh, we love a psychology major.
Her freshman year, I said 29 games, 22 points. No, 22 goals, 57 points. Ah! She was named Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
She's ranked 6th all time in goals for Princeton with 93 in her career. 2nd in assists with 101 and 4th in points with a total of 194 points.
Daggum, that is my Princeton graduate.
Period. She played next to Micah in the 2022 Olympics, where they won gold.
Yes.
She recorded 8 goals in that series, the second most in tournament history.
She's so good.
Yeah.
All of these are so good.
Right? Well, that's the thing about the PWHL. There's not a lot of spots, so they're pretty much all Olympians.
Yeah.
Like, top
They have
tier.
got stacked resumes.
Absolutely. But yeah, in those 2022 Olympics, in a quarterfinal game against Sweden, she had a hat trick.
We love a hat trick.
Yes. She's also won.
How did you make that noise? That was like... It was even higher pitched than that. That was crazy.
I don't know. Sometimes these things just happen. I get excited and it bubbles up.
Yeah.
She's won a lot of golds for Team Canada in the IIHF Worlds 2021, 2022, 2024. In 2023, she got silver. So, like, she's doing the dang thing. Mm-hmm. She was the first overall draft pick in this most recent draft prior to this season.
That's appropriate.
By New York, signed to a 1-year contract. Apparently, there were a lot of contract negotiations that kind of delayed a bit of it, which is weird that it came down to a 1-year contract, but hey.
That's very weird.
Whatever. She currently leads the team in points. So, slay.
Extend her contract.
Yeah, fair enough. And then the last player, Alex Carpenter. First of all I can think about when I say Carpenter.
Sabrina.
Yeah, and specifically when she goes, Jesus was a carpenter.
Exactly. It was good enough for him.
Her father was Bobby Carpenter, who played 18 seasons in the NHL.
A legacy.
1,178 games, which is a ton. He was the second American-born player to be selected in round 1 of the draft back in 1981.
Long before I was born.
Right.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bobby.
And he was the first player in the NHL to go straight from high school to the NHL, which is insane.
He's my third favorite Carpenter. Period. Jesus, Sabrina, Bobby.
In that order. The first U.S. player to score 50 goals in one season.
Love.
He played for he played for a lot of teams.
We don't need to get into his whole history. This is not his show.
I know, but I do want to say most notably he played for the Devils. He helped lead the Devils to their first Stanley Cup ever in 1995. Stayed as an assistant coach after he retired from playing, and they won 2 more cups with him.
Love him.
So she was destined to be great, and she is. She attended the Governor's Academy.
Ooh. That sounds bougie as hell.
A boarding/high school. She played on their varsity team at 13 years old.
It's definitely giving Maxton Hall vibes, school-wise.
Mm-hmm. She had 427 points in 100 games.
427 points in 100 games. Is that correct?
Yeah.
How?
She had
Queen? How?
239 goals. She was named MVP every single season and was captain her senior year.
Yep.
That's why I was like, she was destined to be great, and she was.
I'd be like, I'll just sit here on the bench because I'm not going to produce for you like that.
Alex has it.
Simply not capable.
Alex has it.
I will be hype woman over here.
Yeah.
Personality hire.
Yeah. She attended Boston College. As a freshman, she led the team in scoring.
Shocked.
She was Rookie of the Month 4 months. And her sophomore year,
a whole quarter.
I know.
Nope, a whole third of a year.
Yeah, more than a quarter. Her sophomore year, she set a conference record for a 24 game point streak.
Okay.
Named Player of the Year.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. She held program records for goals, assists, points, power play goals, game-winning goals, and a plus and minus record.
That sounds about right.
Right.
That sounds about right to me.
Ranked 5th in NCAA history for both goals and points. Mm-hmm. So, she's pretty great.
So, like, she kind of knows a thing or two about hockey, would you say? Yeah. Would you say she's pretty good at it?
Yeah, but if you're ever questioning it, we can just ask her 6 gold medals that she's won for Team USA in the IIHF Worlds, or the 3 silver that probably sit next to it.
I actually don't deserve to look at them, much less talk to them, so I'm just going to have to believe you that she's very good at the hockey.
Yeah, she was named Best Forward in 2024.
Yeah.
And led the IIHF Worlds tournament in goals and points.
That's all? That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, she also went to the Olympics twice, got silver both times.
We love silver.
She was also nominated as the PWHPA 2022-2023 top forward, a vote made by players.
Good.
And then we make it to the PWHL. She was signed in free agency to a 3-year contract in the inaugural season. This should not come as a surprise.
No, I am not surprised.
Last season, despite New York not being great and being the first team eliminated from the playoffs,
yes,
she had 23 points in 24 games. I literally said it's giving Quinn Hughes.
She said because the team sucks doesn't mean I suck. It is giving Quinn Hughes.
Mm-hmm. And she was named a finalist for the Billie Jean King Award last season.
Yeah.
Ranked first in assists in the league and tied Philippe Poulin in goals. Natalie Spooner won the Billie Jean King Award, as we know.
Who is this diva?
Literally.
I love her.
Yeah. She's adorable. Well, she's not adorable. She's that bitch.
I love her.
Literally. Their team motto is, "This is full volume hockey."
Ooh, I like that too. Which I like.
I think it goes well with the Sirens theme.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The land of 1,000 lakes, 10,000, whatever. Oh, I'm so disappointed.
Rinks, I think
10,000 rinks, whatever.
I don't acknowledge that. It's just simply winter is coming.
Winter is coming is their team motto. They just don't know it yet.
Oh my God, I'm thinking of the intro they could do, like their arena intro for Minnesota, and it like would slap so hard.
The ice cracking, like let's get a graphic.
Yeah,
they were so close, but so far.
And in the end, doesn't even matter.
I wasn't even trying to go for that song.
I will always relate it back to a song.
It got so
Is there anything else? Because we have gotten so off track.
Yeah, we have. I don't have anything else, I don't think.
Okay.
Next week.
What are we talking about next week?
A family. Maybe a Swedish family. I'm pretty sure we're talking about the Nylander family next week. We're either going to talk about them or we're going to talk about the Stahl family. Which is Canadian. They're Canadian. I was thinking of Jacob Slavin.
I was like, wait, they can't be Swedish and American. I was very confused. Okay. I would love to get into either one of those families.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet it's going to be the Nylander family.
That's perfectly fine and, in fact, encouraged.
Okay.
I like him.
Okay.
He's got the best little mustache of all the Swedes. Actually, that's so disrespectful to say to Philippe.
Yeah, Philippe how are you going to do that to Forsberg?
I don't know. My Swedish candy just got here too, so I'm going to honor Sweden by destroying that bag of candy.
Yeah.
Okay. This was so much fun. I'm so sorry we were so ADHD.
It was a chaotic one.
It was a chaotic one. Funded by
This is one of those Next
episodes, week we'll be back with 7 Brew.
Yeah, this is one of those episodes that like I don't really even know what I said.
Me neither. I feel like that coffee didn't hit. I'm about to throw down like a third.
Yeah, I think I need a Coke. I'm going straight for the big guns.
Like I feel very all natural.
Yeah.
Do we even have a Coke? No.
I'm going to throw down something. It might be my body into my bed to go back to sleep. But
not before we set up this couch.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
Thank you for listening. We hope to see you next time. This was episode 21, 2 Girls Chirping. Bye now.
Oh my gosh, bye.
Bye. Doodles.